guys, welcome back with ini teman-temanku. Ada Guntur, ada Uta, ada Bivi. Oh iya, mencet apa? Hai.
Sorry about that, my friend hijacked my vlog because early in February we all went on a road trip to Bandung as a weekend getaway, and it was really a lot of fun. We went to Bandung mostly to see our boss's exhibition at Sion Temporary. It's called Strange Currencies by Fundy, which is Fundy with 5 Fs. You might have heard of him, and we thought we would pay a visit on the opening day of the exhibition. Well, to be frank, Fundy isn't my boss, but he's like the boss of the theater division. I'm just here like tagging along because I love going to exhibitions anyway. The exhibition itself explores home or a house and how it pertains to how we view our world and how it shapes our mindset and what it actually means to have an ideal home. We also got some cute little stickers from the exhibition. We took a lot because we wanted to bring some for the folks at home who couldn't come. And here Fundy talks about his childhood and his relationship to a home and how the home that he's currently living in may not be his ideal home. But then also, what is the idea of an ideal home anyway? So he explores all that through all of his illustrations and artwork at the exhibition, which I find really interesting. And it also explores how home can affect how you create art and see the world. He talks about his relationship with his twin in regards to the home situation, which I find really interesting because I also know his twin. And this is a little bit of what Funny has to say about home and how it affects his art.
Gue yakin gue pernah ngobrol ke istri gue kayak kalau keluar kira-kira karya gue kayak gimana ya, mungkin nggak kejam lagi gitu ya, mungkin kejam ini nggak jahat lagi, nggak negatif lagi.
Afterwards, based on Fundy's recommendation, we grabbed a little coffee at this really awesome and green place called Lebak Caringin. It is located at Dago Atas, so it's a little further up from Bandung. But we absolutely loved the view. The vibe was really nice, and I personally find the menu satisfactory. I love the coffee and I love the pastry, and it was like a really chill moment in the afternoon. Our next destination was Bandung Zine Fest, which is this really cool pop-up market where people get to sell zines on whatever subject matter that they find important. It was one of those stops that we didn't really make mandatory, but I'm so glad that we stopped by because it was my favorite stop. I really love the quality of this event. It still has that grassroots quality about it that makes it feel more like a movement instead of a very polished event. And the fact that it's held in this like really secluded area makes it even cooler. This is where I found a lot of amazing illustrators, artists, crafters, and activists alike. I find a lot of the zines speak about a greater cause that inspire each other, and I absolutely love that. Also, I got to be reunited with one of my favorite illustrators, which is Aziza Noor, who I haven't seen in such a setting in a long time. So it was really nice to catch up with all her new work. I wanted to take photos together, but I ended up hitting video, so that's what happened here. Also, I found this little circle called Muarna Nusantara. They sold out of their zines when I stopped by, so I decided to do a pre-order, and I think it arrived around a week ago. It consists of this really adorable accordion zine that talks about the local food culture and like local produce and the like. And I love the illustration so much. I find it kind of interesting that this zine talks mostly about the Javanese food culture while we're in Bandung, because that was not what I expected. I think what caught my eye first was the tiffin, obviously. And then we also have this like little origami, I don't know what it's called, I suppose a pamphlet of sorts, but it's this like really cool origami shaped, and there's like a really interesting message in the middle. It's kind of hard to open, not gonna lie. Yeah, but there you go. And then there's also these like array of stickers of like fruits, which I find really adorable. And also there's a set of prints that is derived from the zine itself. I love the negative effect of the prints. I think it's very unique, and it makes the illustrations look a lot more interesting. Our last stop of the day was Braga Bakery, which is this newly opened Dutch-inspired bakery on Braga Street. They serve these traditional Dutch desserts, which I find are really unique. I don't think you can find them pretty much anywhere. We actually came here because the person who owns the bakery is my friend's friend, Aulia Akbar. And my friends wanted to pay him a visit to just, catch up and also congratulate him on the bakery, and also we wanted to try the dessert. Oh my god, what is she doing? Bulbul. No, stop now, stop. We all liked the dessert, especially the black tea menu, which we found to be the least sweet of them all, but it's still very creamy and very soft and very comfortable, and I highly recommend coming here whenever you're in town or just like passing through Braga, because it is not only serving the taste, but it also serves the vibe. I think it is really well thought out. So while they were upstairs catching up with the owner, I decided to take a look at all the details in this place because the branding is just impeccable. I mean, it's Ali Akbar, so obviously it's gonna be super detailed. I spent the night with my sister and decided to dedicate the next day for her, because why would I go to Bandung and not visit her at all? That's insane. So we decided to just have a chill day at our favorite coffee shop in town. Well, my favorite. Call me basic, call me a tourist, but Kopi Toko Jawa is my favorite place in Bandung to be. And I love their dessert, I love their coffee, and this is what we got.
Yeah. Coffee. Another coffee.
You gotta really see it. We just spent like 1 or 2 hours hanging out here, just chilling and talking and catching up on things, because I love the vibe at this place. It's kind of located somewhere on the side of the street, and it's a really cool place to people watch, and with like a lot of greeneries, and the atmosphere feels really soothing. It's one of my favorite activities to do with my sister while I'm in Bandung. And then we decided to go to the City Hall Park. My sister had never been, and I have never been, and we just wanted to have a place to chill somewhere, and it was quite nearby to where we were. And this is what the park looks like. It is actually super huge. I mean, look at all the space. And it's actually not very crowded at all, which I do not entirely understand. Why wouldn't anyone just enjoy all these greeneries? And then we just hung out there for a while to sit there and talk and look around and see what else the place has to offer. I really love this about Bandung. It has a lot of places to chill. And also to have my sister there is just cherry on top. And turns out they have a little petting zoo. There are some geese. I mean, they're so cute, but I'm so glad they're behind this gate, or they would have come attacking us, I'm sure. And there are all sorts of birds. I think these are like pigeons. And there are some sheep as well. They greeted us when we walked by. So cute. This lady, we were wondering who she is. Right. And then apparently she is this woman. Jang, 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 jang. Yep. And that wraps up our trip to Bandung. Sorry, there's no proper footage for that. The next weekend, our office has a little event going on with ASICS. And it is located at Urban Forest for 4 days. So it was like a 4-day weekend. And we set up installations like this. People get to try on the shoes and get unique experiences right here. This is a beat making machine, and I will show you how to use it in a minute. It's really cool because you get to try the shoes on and then make beats with the machine.
Ini belum fotoin stocks, mau dong.
Aside from that site, we also have a couple more installations in place. One of them is this one, where you get to see the shoes move when you press the button to play. Okay, let's get closer. And then you get to collect this keychain booklet and also get the insects printed as you saw earlier. The booklet has all sorts of stickers that you can collect once you finish the activities, and also some awesome goodies you can claim. I absolutely loved it. And then this is the third installation, which is the workshop area. And you get to redeem the gelato from having completed the activities that you did, and you get to look at the shoes. Sometime during the event, we went on a street photography walking tour of sorts, where I was basically on duty with some of my friends to document the event so that, you know, you can look back on the fun. It was a lot of fun when we got this really cute dispo. I love mine so much, but I had to share it with Rama because we were late for the walking tour. It's fine. And there were 2 sessions for the walking tour, both of which we joined. The second session were filled with a lot of our clients. It was really funny. I became kind of like a bonding moment. They had to stop by to get snacks as well, which I find really funny. These are my friends who were on duty with me. This is Agung, not the same Agung that you thought of. And then there's this new guy. This is Rama. After the walking tour, the night ended with some musical performances. Obviously, these are all spread out within 2 days, so not all of them were on the last day. But yeah, it was a fun experience. So that was it for February vlog. It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for watching. I guess I'll see you in the next one.
Bye!